2, 3, go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Prizers TV. I said this is Prizers TV, and we are here once more. Based on our caption, you have already known where we are located. What you are seeing on my screen is the target of Soludo on the Ekwulobia overhead bridge. That overhead bridge is looking very beautiful this time, and that is the reason we are here. Now, what you are looking at on my screen is the Ekwulobia flyover, but which is known as Ekwulobia overhead bridge. Sorry. We are here to show you how the work is going and how beautiful the place is looking. I love this project. By now, we have already seen the target of Soludo, and it is mind-blowing. The last time I made a video on this bridge, and I talked about how it would look, and surprisingly, whatever I said there is what is happening here. The structure, the fingers, the anchor, everything is 100% what I said. But based on what I'm seeing now, the pillars are more beautiful than how I expected it to be. And the anchors are going to be 3 in numbers. If you check here, the first one is here. The entrance of the bridge will contain 1 anchor, which is one anchor. And here is the center one. And over there is the third one. This is the third one. They are going to be 3 in numbers. And this is going to be one of the most beautiful overhead bridges in Nigeria. This shows that Soludo is a good designer, and he has good vision for Anambra State, because most of the jobs Soludo has delivered or is handling right now, most of the jobs are beautiful, and they are all beautifully done. Like when I come to this place, I'm somebody who likes road and likes outside. I don't want any project being delivered incompletely, if there is any English like that. Now, when I look at this Soludo's work, I love what Soludo did here. By looking at the bridge, not only that he delivered a beautiful bridge, but check under the bridge. You see works going on here, the pedestrian walkways, and also you will see, gates here that will make people not to be able to stay under the bridge, which is beautiful. As we proceed, we are going to see the under the bridge, how it looks, because it looks very beautiful. And apart from that, the environment, the area, the way Soludo beautified the whole roundabout is amazing. Not only because of this anchor and cable bridge, but the area, the environment, everything has changed at Ekwulobia roundabout, and it is mind-blowing. I love what I'm seeing here. 100% good job. Okay, so let's continue. One thing I like about Soludo is when I saw this project, I knew that the project is going to be as beautiful as it is, but not as to this moment. Remember, this is not the end of the project. It is still ongoing. But based on what I'm seeing, I'm very, very happy with this overhead bridge. Believe me, especially the beautification. The only thing I don't like, which is not even necessary, is this black and white. You see this color? Black and white, black and white, black and white. No, it doesn't need it. Had it been that it has the same gray color, which is concrete color, all over, matching the tower, matching the wires, matching everything, that would have been much more beautiful. This black and white is old modern. Nobody uses it anymore. People don't paint bridge black and white in civilized world. This is like Nigeria kind of thing. Not even everywhere in Nigeria. Lagos don't do it anymore. If you are doing a modern bridge, no need to paint it black and white. This is what old governors used to give to us, not the modern governors of these days. No, this is backward. But apart from the painting, which could be changed at any time, the job is 150% good. Believe me, the guy is a magician when it comes to projects. Because why I knew it is that the first time I saw this project, which is the government house, I was marveled. This is the only time somebody carried a village and developed it completely. Not only the government buildings, which is the government house, but the road over there, beautifully delivered. And you know what I told you about? Look at the road. Look at the shoulders of the road and see the pedestrian walkways. He respects all these things, including street lights and roundabout, everything beautifully done. See, wow. Soludo is a magician when it comes to beautification. Believe me, I have seen majority of his projects. Had it been that other governors who have ruled in Nigeria did what Soludo is doing, wow, things would have been looking different in Nigeria. Remember, this guy has only been in office. What's happened? Remember, this guy has only been in office for how long? For 3 years plus. And I believe he's going to win next election. I'm not campaigning for him, okay? But I come here to show you this thing. But based on what he has done well, believe me. So this is how the bridge actually looks. It looks beautiful with iron protection and so on and so forth. I told you that I'm going to talk about the under the bridge. This is how the under the bridge is. You see all these small details. They are much important than the real work. Many people, when they come to do work, they leave spaces like this. See Soludo, he tied this place, designed it, and fenced it, so that people don't use it anyhow, but the beauty will still remain. This is under the bridge. Beautiful, beautiful. I like the way the guy works. Believe me, this guy, the only problem that I would say Anambra State has now, because when it comes to beautification, Soludo has done enough. Building solution centers and beautifying Oka, making Oka to come back again, and before going to the Ekwulobia now is looking beautiful. And you should also remember that he's also developing a mall at Ekwulobia and so on and so forth, you know, apart from what he's doing in Oka. Right now, but that is one thing that Soludo should now focus if he managed to win the next election, and that thing is on security. Because I've checked, when you Google Anambra State, what you will see is this guy, and it is a pity that a state that is doing their best, something unfortunate happened this way. I watched Very Dark Man, and they were advising him not to go to Anambra State because of what happened to this guy. And for some of you who don't know that, apart from this guy, something like this had happened during Soludo's tenure. And it is on this guy you are seeing here. This guy is known as Ebo Media. He's a YouTuber. What happened to Fish Magnet, which is this guy, happened to Ebo 2 years ago. But nobody talked about it. Why? Because people blamed Fulani, which nobody could confirm whether it was Fulani or not Fulani. Now, and before Soludo came into power, if you would know that one man also had disappeared like that, Abasimelo, who used to be presidential candidate, governorship candidate in Anambra State. That was 4 years ago. He competed against Soludo, but unfortunately he could not leave to compete because of one problem or the other. Therefore, I will use this opportunity that Soludo has done a lot when it comes to infrastructure. See, everywhere is beautiful. He has beautified Anambra State, you know, brought so many malls, because there is also a mall at Oka before this one at Aguleri, and Solution Fund City, which people are trooping in right now. Believe me, Soludo has done a lot. He has done a lot as a governor. But if you would ask me, I would say that what is missing in Anambra State is no more about beautification, but technology. And what do I mean by technology? What I mean by technology is this. During campaign or during election, Soludo must talk about CCTV in Anambra State. If Anambra State don't have CCTV camera on roundabout, every roundabout in Anambra State, things are not going to look good. CCTV brings fear. It creates fear within the people who wants to do bad things. If you have CCTV mounted on roundabouts and people know about it, it discourages them from going to do some bad things in the city. This happened in Enugu State. Since Enugu State governor mounted CCTV, nothing like what is happening in Anambra State happened in the town of Enugu City. If you had anything happening, is boundary with Benue, Uzowane, and those places that are close to Benue or Kogi. Deep Village. Remember, apart from what happened to Fish Magnet, there are other things happening with the villagers in Anambra State which we don't hear about. But at least let's protect the town, the major cities where people live. Let us be talking only about, be hearing only about the farmers, but not young boys like this. Therefore, Soludo must rush as quick as possible to grab CCTV. If he doesn't do that, things are not going to look good in Anambra State. Igbo people need confidence. Beautification alone is not enough. And that confidence could actually be built by technology. Technology can bring the confidence of people coming to Igbo land back. If you have Solution Fund City and you don't have CCTV around Solution Fund City, unfortunately, if something bad happens, nobody will go to Solution Fund City again. But if you have CCTV covered everywhere, anything happen within Solution Fund City, tomorrow, the picture is circulated, the vehicle that the people use, how they penetrated and everything, everybody will be looking for them. That builds confidence. Beautification alone is not enough. Anambra State needs this. Without this, I don't see Anambra State moving as faster as it is projected. But let's forget about the security, because I know that Soludo is going to look into this CCTV camera, which Enugu State governor has. And it helped a lot. Nobody talks about anything inside Enugu State anymore. CCTV is not all that expensive. How many roundabouts will be in Anambra State? Maybe 1,000. Are you telling me Soludo cannot afford 1,000 pieces of CCTV mounted in every roundabout in Anambra State? The news alone will be a breaking news in Anambra State. Everybody will celebrate it. More than infrastructure. I mean what I'm telling you. So I hope that Soludo do it as fast as possible. But today we're talking about the flyover which Soludo is doing and how the Ekwulobia is right now looking. Remember, this flyover has not fully completed, okay, because of the cables. Therefore, we are coming back here next month to show you how it will look, because expectedly we believe that next week it will be finished. I mean next month everything will be finished, because it is almost done, you know. So the first pillar has been completed. They are doing the second and the third one at the same time, and within a month or two everything will be done. And if we go deeper to show you how it is, see how Soludo did it. Everything about this cable is working independently. You see, the cable is attached only to the bridge. Now note that this cable is not holding any weight from the bridge. This is just beautification. Therefore, these wires you see here, they are not going to be as heavy as the normal cable wire. This one is artificial cable bridge. And the way it is designed, the way the place is hanged to make sure that it is not disturbing the bridge, it is hanged outside. See it here? And it is amazing. And when I look at it, the design of the anchors, which is where the wire is placed also, like here, is beautiful as well. I love it. This looks like, you know, when you hear it that Soludo is building a cable bridge and you come here, and I have seen so many comments, people saying, but this is not a real one, this is fake, this is fake cable bridge. Of course, he's doing it for the beauty of it, and it works, believe me. Even when I look at this bridge, I used to think, I say, wow, how I wish this is done in Oka or Onitsha. You understand? Had it been that the Onitsha head bridge, the new second head bridge, second Niger bridge, is a state bridge, the beautification of that bridge would have been different to what we are seeing here, what we are seeing today. And if it was for the federal state government, and Soludo do what he did here, that will be the best of any bridge in Nigeria. I mean it. You know, unfortunately, this is just located at Ekwulobia, which people will not use so much, but it helps. It is one of the biggest cities in Anambra State. If not the third, it will be the fourth or fifth. So it helps, and I believe that if Soludo is to handle any other new project like bridges in Oka or Onitsha, he's going to do something bigger than this. So, but he cannot just go to old bridge and begin to beautify it. It is not going to look good. By the way, Oka has a bridge that looks similar to this, you know, but not as beautiful as this one. That one was not built by Soludo anyway, not constructed by Soludo. So, but that one also is beautiful, okay? And I know that if Soludo is to build a new bridge in Onitsha or Oka or anywhere, even Newi, he is going to beautify it like this or even much better than this. Because I have seen his work, the way he works, he believes in beauty and finishing the work properly. You see what I mean? See, this is under the bridge. Look at how he tied it. He spent a lot of money here. Many governors don't respect what we are seeing here. There are small details that are very, very important. Soludo knows all those things. And this is the reason I respect the guy a lot. You see drainage is here, see the covers. Everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. Wow. And the reason I like this bridge a lot is that Soludo has now set a pace, meaning that the next governor coming to Anambra State, you are not going to do lower than what Soludo is doing. If you construct a bridge, it will always be compared to Ekwulobia bridge. And that will motivate the next governors to do more. Therefore, expect good bridges around Anambra State and the entire eastern region if done by the governors. Believe me, because now Soludo has made it that if you build a bridge alone is not enough. Beautification. Because what everybody wants to see is to see my town looking beautiful. It does not matter only how the beauty was created. This thing will last very, 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 very long. The reason is that it is not holding anything. It is just for the beauty. And that is all. Nothing is dragging this. Nothing is pulling it down. The bridge is not disturbing it. It is not disturbing the bridge. This is a very nice job, Soludo. I love what I'm saying, what I'm seeing. So, we have nothing more to say about this bridge because Soludo has already surprised everybody here. We just wish that he finish it as soon as possible. And based on what we are asking him for, is for him to think about CCTV. CCTV has to be mounted everywhere, including the Solution 4 city. Everywhere. This CCTV now is what Soludo is supposed to focus on. And not only Soludo, any governor in Nigeria supposed to work on this. Now, if you look at this bridge we are showing you here, because we are about to close, this bridge is a bridge that looks like Soludo's bridge, and it is known as Puente Nene in Iquitos, Peru. We searched for a bridge which looks like Soludo's bridge. We found it. This is what Soludo is planning to do. Exactly like this. When Soludo finishes his bridge, this is how it is going to do. It will look like when everything got painted. Now, you remember what I said? That black and white is not a good color. Imagine if this bridge is painted black and white, both the anchor, the wire, black and white, everything will look somehow. Black and white is not important. I don't know the reason Nigeria is painting their bridges black and white. How would you build a beautiful bridge like this and spoil it with black and white? So no, please change the color of this bridge. It doesn't look nice. Just leave this gray color, man. Paint everything the same color. Black and white? No, it's not looking good. If there should be a color, let it be one steady color, like red. Like one line red. Not everywhere even should be red. But the best color should be just leave it the natural color of cement. See this color? Everything should be like that. Black and white. No, it doesn't make sense. Black and white makes it to look old. See how black and white. See what black and white did. After rainfall, this white will change color. It will look somehow like brown, and some part will look black. And then, in the next 1 month after commissioning the bridge, you come and view this bridge. It will look as if it was built 15 years ago. Why? Because the design is old. Design. I don't mean the design of the bridge. No, the design of the painting. The way the paint is marked and the color mixture is useless. This is old pattern of painting bridge. No, it doesn't make sense. I don't know why. It is painted that way. People don't paint bridge like this anymore. Apart from that, this bridge is one of the best bridges ever. Even like this as it is now. And that is the reason I told you earlier that I wish this was done in Awka or Onitsha. But it is not Soludo's fault because he's not building any bridge at Awka now, nor Onitsha. So the one he has at hand, he has to beautify it. If he's to build at Awka or Onitsha, he will also beautify it this way, which is very beautiful because I have known that his projects are 100% project, except one project. And that one is Awka Mall. Awka Mall is not as beautiful as other malls and other projects Soludo is handling. But apart from Awka Mall, Soludo is best when it comes to projects. So this is the end of my show today. I just come to show you that Soludo is doing a great, and the bridge he's managing is, believe me, one of the best bridges I have ever seen in Nigeria. Believe me, even in the world, I have searched to see where they have similar bridge. I could only get this, which I have talked about, is Nana Bridge in Peru, Iquitos, Peru. This is the similar. This one this look like Soludo's bridge. There are not many in the world, which is this. It's still the same thing, the same place. Now, see another one, the same country. So Peru is the only country that has a bridge that look like Soludo's bridge, but their own is real cable bridge. But when Soludo finish his bridge, it is going to look exactly like this. The only thing may change is this frame, but not much because Soludo's frame also is beautiful. Now, do you remember what I told you? That Soludo would have left it the color to be the same. See how the color is here. Simple, beautiful, and correct, matching everything. The only thing that is different here is iron. They make sure that you know the difference between the iron and the concrete. But not painting it black and white. Peru did not paint anything black and white. See how solid it looks. See how beautiful. You see? This is how bridge is supposed to be done. Now, let's go to Soludo's bridge and see the inside, how Soludo is painting it. Look. Why painting inside? See, black and white? It doesn't make sense. This is the only thing that I would say I don't like about this bridge. Apart from that, nah, it's good. Had it been that he leave everything just concrete color. Concrete color. If he has to change anything, maybe this iron, paint it red or any other color that he likes. Green or blue or whatever. Dark green also will be nice. Only this iron, the protection. So then you would have seen the beauty of this bridge. But black and white made it to look like old bridge. That is my own suggestion. I may be wrong, but that is what I feel. So thank you very much for watching, and I am stopping here because I don't want this video to be long. The only thing is that I am here viewing this bridge and feeling happy because the way the new governors in Southeast are improving when it comes to infrastructure is unbelievable. The projects they are delivering these days, some that have been only 2 years, 3 years plus, what they have done have surpassed 80 years of other governors. And that is mind-blowing. When I saw this bridge, I was very excited, very happy. Very happy. See how Ekwulobia is looking. The same thing is happening to Awka in Anambra State. Awka is looking differently from how Awka used to be. Look at Awka. Beautiful road. Beautiful roundabout. Everywhere is looking different since this new governor entered into office. But this is not only happening in Anambra State, it is happening in Abia State, where Alex Oti also is doing amazing work. It's happening in Enugu State, where Petamba is doing a very nice work. Every Igbo man's dream had been to see governors working, but all of a sudden, all the governors just began to work at the same time. Even if you go to Nigeria now, people are seeing it as competition, that Igbo governors are competing among themselves. And this is a healthy competition. If it is a competition they are doing, we want it to continue because we want to see good governance, good development, projects that build confidence in the city. The only thing we don't want is what is happening right now in Oka about what happened to this guy. And we suggest the solution is not going to be too far away from what we said earlier, that CCTV camera mounted everywhere in Anambra State is going to stop it. Having control rooms in every local government, or even at one place, but every local government, controlling its roundabout. You will see all these people who are doing bad things, making people to lose confidence on coming to the southeast. All those people will run away. When they find out that people can trace their vehicle, people can go at night, rewatch what happened yesterday, have some evidences. Because had it been that what happened to this guy is filmed anywhere at the roundabout, that at least there is a car. That some people are saying red car, and everybody's seeing this car. For instance, is this red car that did the evil. So what people will do is now looking at anybody who has seen somebody driving this red car. But what happened? Nothing. Nobody saw their car. Nobody saw them. Even everything is, I was sleeping and this happened, I was this, and nobody had nothing. CCTV will do a lot. And when a car is seen, like this red car, you will go to the second roundabout to know whether the car reached the second roundabout. If it reached there, you go to the third roundabout. Then it will show you the location those people followed to escape. This also helps for investigation. CCTV matters a lot. It matters a lot. How will something happen like this and nobody has no evidence? Because there's no CCTV around within the roundabout. CCTV is not expensive. Some shops have CCTV and control it. Why not a street having CCTV in the roundabout? But when I talk about shops, I'm not talking about abroad. In Nigeria now, many shops that sell telephone, electronics, they have their own CCTV controlling their shops. How much does it cost to do? To mount? Even if you don't want to spend too much money, mount cheap one. The one that clean up every 4 days. If nothing happens, it wipes up and continue recording again. Well, I don't want to talk too much because I don't come here for CCTV. My comment is for the bridge, but the reason I talk about CCTV is that I love this bridge a lot, but what happened last week just overpowered every good project that had been going on in Anambra State for no reason, because of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 bad boys, or as many as they are, who just decided to do bad thing, So, but there is solution for that. In Europe, they have controlled all those things, subdue it. Everywhere you enter, CCTVs capturing you. You enter train, there is CCTV. You come out from your house, CCTV. You take lift at CCTV. You open door, CCTV. You walk on the street, CCTV. You drive car with the speed, CCTV will be picturing you, sending fine to you, to your house, that you are carrying more than 120 kilometers, so and so time. But we are not even talking about that one. We're talking about cheap one that could only be mounted on the roundabout. Man, it is very important. If Soludo don't do it as soon as possible, no matter what he's doing in Anambra State, it is going to be useless. Because nobody wants to invest where things like this are happening. Believe me, what happened to this guy is unimaginable. It is touching. And unfortunately, I know this guy, not in person, but I used to watch him online. And I was like, oh my goodness. So this fishing is a good business. Why is there that nobody wants to do fishing in Nigeria? But now I found the reason. You need protection. You need government protection. You can't protect yourself. The protection is not police. No. There have to be CCTV monitoring everywhere. Otherwise, everybody will be running away. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. I know that you've been watching Risers TV.